Why we need the Jungle Retreat Center. If you know me, you probably know that I'm more like a 5-star girl. So sharing with some of my closest friends that I am actually hosting a retreat in the jungle, they were like, really? Let me tell you the story. So one of the things that takes me the longest time in hosting a retreat is finding a great location, because the layout of the room has to be what I want it to be, the food has to be what I want it to be, and then the experience, I'm always seeking something special. And I was looking, like when I look for a location, I kid you not, I looked through hundreds of places. I stumbled upon Juanita and I was like, oh wow, the jungle. And it was catchy. Their website was very catchy. And then I was like, okay. I moved on and there was a part of me that was like, that place spoke to me. So I opened it again and I was like, this place is like really calling my name. And if you know anything about me, you know that I allow my intuition to guide me. That is what led to the Bali retreat 2 years ago. So I was like, let me schedule a call. I scheduled a call with Nico, who is, it's a family-owned business. And we had an absolutely fantastic conversation. We're so aligned. Nico built the place based on his intuition and based on a dream. The place is very eco-friendly and it's in the middle of the jungle, and there is quietness and peace and intention around how the place was birthed, which was like, that's the place, like it spoke to me. So I was like, let me sit with it one more time. I did, and it was a very clear calling. So the next thing is, after I select a location, is to theme the Inner Alchemy retreat. And I kid you not, I did not have to think about it for even like a minute. The name just came, The Art of Being. And the timing of selecting that name, I work with so many overachievers we are so great at doing. We are doers. Now being, that is an opportunity for us. The Art of Being. How perfect is to host the Inner Alchemy Art of Being in the middle of the jungle. Think jungle sounds, think serenity, think sunlight coming through the palm trees, think peace and quiet. And in these rebellious retreats, the ambience in which we are is so critically important. Because the level of the work we do is not superficial, let's do a yoga class, a movement class, and move forward. No. We do intentional movement. We do mindset work, which is really profound. And the ambience and the setting, the way it allows us to feel safe and calm, predisposes to the experience and the depth of the work. So, where is Luanita? It is about 45 minutes from Cancun, so we're going to fly into Cancun and then be picked up by cars and taken to the retreat center. It is literally in the middle of the jungle, so there is nothing around but jungle. The place is beautiful. It has private cabanas, which, yes, they can be shared if you so desire. We have a chef who is going to be preparing a menu specific to us. Yes, they do accommodate for dietary restrictions. The place has a beautiful dining area. Everything, you guys, is super simple. I want to say basic in a beautiful, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word. It's like minimalistic. That's the word that I'm looking for. Way. It is spacious, it is clean, it is quiet. And we have the whole place to ourselves. There is the areas where we're going to practice our movement. There is a covered one and there is an open one where we get to be in the midst of nature. There is hammocks around the property. There's a swimming pool that we can chill by. And each cabana has its own little private backyard with a little table and chairs. And there are little areas where we can sit and mingle and connect and talk. And actually spend a long time and be present. I've never been. It is from looking at the pictures, from interacting with Nico and his mom, Lorenzo, who is the other owner, and the staff. It is a beautiful place with vibrant energy. And if you know me, I am all about energy. The energy has to be right. And I'm so excited that we get to be there together to experience immense transformation. It is conveniently located, especially if you're traveling from the United States. You can fly into a big airport, so that's extra bonus. And again, there is ambience, there is quiet, there is peace. It's truthfully the perfect place to recharge and disconnect. Now, as I started saying in the beginning, I'm more like an upscale hotel type of gal. And for a second I was like, oh, this is different. So, for example, the cabanas do not have AC. I've spoken to Nico and he said most people actually ask for blankets at night and you sleep with the doors open, they're nets. And he said there are big fans and he said it is so peaceful and relaxing. The retreat is going to be in August, so it's going to be on the hot side. It's going to be in the humid side. And a few people have been like, oh, is this going to be comfortable? You know what? Sometimes we are called to be just a little bit uncomfortable. We're not going to some place that's like, doesn't have any conveniences. It does. It's minimalistic. And what can you find in the comfort? And it's making me think of one of the past retreats that we went on. We did a climb, and on the top of the mountain, people were exhausted, sweaty. Those who were wearing makeup was smart. And I recorded these little mini videos of the people just asking them how I feel. And when we got back down into town, I first showed them the video without audio. I just showed them the picture, and the reaction was like, oh my gosh, I look horrible. And then I said, okay, hang on. So then I turned on the audio. And what they were sharing was so profound, so soulful, so rich. And I asked them to reflect of, did it really matter that you were sweaty and you looked frumpy? How did you feel in that moment? And what was the experience like? And that's what we're looking for. And then I was also thinking of another retreat where we're doing a meditation in the mountains. And I don't know, maybe it was a 20-minute meditation. And one of the participants, after we finished that, she said, the grass was poking my ass, the bugs were climbing on me, and she's like, I could not help but look at you, and you were just completely still and not reactive to anything that was happening around you. You guys, the jungle is offering us an opportunity to be zen and peaceful and away from stimulation, the overstimulation. You're highly encouraged to stay off technology. You are highly encouraged to be present. And once again, wow, what a beautiful opportunity we have to be at Lunita in the middle of luscious jungle with sunshine, air, animal sounds, sounds so exciting. So with all that said, I invite you to consider joining me for the next Inner Alchemy, the Art of Being retreat in the Mexican jungle, August 22nd to August 28, 2026. And if this resonates in any form with you and you have questions, I invite you to schedule a private conversation and explore if this is an experience that aligns with where you are and where you want to go. I send much love and I'll see you next time. Stay rebellious.